Welcome to Rig Manager. This tutorial is to show the field operations of this application. Look for our office use tutorial if you are not field personnel. First, we will double left click on the desktop icon to open up the application. Let's start by explaining a few of the buttons and features on the welcome screen. If you look at the top of the window, you'll see the version date of this program. In this case, we are using version 1.2.11.0. If you are using a higher version number than the one listed in this tutorial, don't worry. You will still have all the same features that we are going to discuss today, but your version will have some added features. On the top of the left side, you will see the File button. Click on the File button and you will see three options: Backup Database, Repair Database, and Quit. Backup Database will make another copy of the Rig Manager data stored to date. Repair Database is used to clean and organize the existing database. Quit shuts down the Rig Manager program. Next, let's look at the Help tab. Clicking on the Help tab will give you three options: Check for Updates, Registration, and About. Left-click on the Check for Updates. If you have an internet connection, the program will automatically look for updates and install them. As you can see, this version is up to date and no new updates were available. After the updates are installed, left-click on the OK button and the program will reload to the welcome screen. Next, left-click on the About option and you will see the information about this program. Left-click OK to close the window. Let's move on to the hotkeys. Hotkeys refers to the icons along the top of the taskbar that use an icon rather than text. Most of the time, the type of picture used for that hotkey gives the user a good visual of what the particular hotkey does. Let's go through some of them quick. The first hotkey you see is an arrow pointing to the left. This is the back button. Right now the arrow is grayed out because at this point we are at the front screen, so we cannot go back any further. The next hotkey is a blank piece of paper. This refers to a new file, or in this case, a new rig. If your rig number is not already listed in this column, simply click on the New Rig key and create a new rig. Once you click on the New Rig hotkey, simply fill out the three fields to identify your rig. You have a rig number, the manager of the rig, and the location of which the rig is based out of. Once all three of these fields are filled in and the information is correct, we will move on to the next hotkey, which is the Save button. You might recognize this icon because it's so widely used in most applications. Once your new rig is saved, it'll appear in this column here. If your rig number is not listed, repeat the previous steps and make sure that you click Save afterwards. We will use our rig in a bit, but let's finish off the rest of the hotkeys. The next hotkey, as you can see, looks like a little printer. Can you guess what it's for? Yes, you're right, printing. One thing I do want to highlight about printing is that printing can mean printing to a piece of paper, or it can also mean printing to a file. We will come across both later, but keep that in mind. I'm going to group the final two hotkeys together. They are the upload and the download icons. And as you guessed it, one is for uploading data from your computer to the database, while the other is to download from the database to your computer. Both require an internet connection.